Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a group of Kentucky inmates celebrate a special day in an effort to turn their lives around. And a festival returns to one eastern Kentucky community after being canceled last year due to COVID-19.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Oh, good morning to you. It's 6:30 on this Friday morning. It's October 1st. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you for waking up with us and thank you for joining us. Let's head over to Brandon Robinson for a look at your October 1st forecast. And Brandon, it's not a spooky forecast just yet, but you never know what could happen.
Listen, it's the most wonderful time of the year, Dakota. You just never know, because it's going to be an interesting couple of months. Of course, we're getting ready to slide from fall into winter as we head through the holidays, and we're in the holiday season now officially. You got Halloween in 30 days, you got Thanksgiving next month, and then you got Christmas to wrap it all up. Well, I guess New Year's actually wraps it all up, but so you got some holidays on the way, and of course, can't beat this time of the year. Fog this morning in some areas as you head out the door, so not too bad, but it's a little bit less dense than it was yesterday. You see the densest clusters back over toward parts of northeast Kentucky and back over into the Big Sandy and then down into the Cumberland Valley into parts of East Tennessee. So just be careful out there this morning. Mountain Parkway near the Wolf-Powell County line. Not a lot of traffic up there right now, so we're looking pretty good up that way. Not much in the way of fog, a few clouds drifting around. Temperatures back to 49 there in Irvin, 50 in Logan, Prestonsburg, Wise, Hazard, Jonesville, and it looks like 59 still in Moorhead. They're hanging on there, although uncannily enough, the Mesonet sensor is showing 49 in Moorhead, so a big difference there. 8 degrees colder this morning in Pikeville, 7 in Wise, 11 degrees colder this morning in Hazard. We're looking at some sun and 78 this afternoon. Temperatures drop back into the 50s overnight. Full forecast on the way in just a little bit. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you again. Well, we now have the name of the person who was killed in an officer-involved shooting Wednesday in Middlesboro. The Bell County coroner told us that 41-year-old Daniel Ledford was the one killed in that shooting. The coroner said that Ledford was taken to Frankfort for an autopsy. Now, the shooting happened around 8 p.m. Wednesday night. No further information is known. A reward is now being offered for information about a man found dead in Pike County. On September 20th, a body was discovered near an abandoned mining road in Phelps. Later, that body was identified as 74-year-old Hazard Miller of Feds Creek. State police say foul play was involved in Miller's death, and his family, well, they're looking for answers.
The family has put together money. Right now, it's $3,000 for anybody that has seen anything or knows anything that could lead us in some sort of direction to get answers and get justice. That's all we need is justice.
You can call state police with any information, and all tips can remain anonymous. The Pike County School District is responding after 2 teachers from the Kemper area were arrested this week. WYMT's Buddy Forbes spoke to officials about the incident.
2 calls in one night.
Within 6 hours, this individual was arrested twice for almost identical things.
Joshua Priest was arrested Tuesday around 6 p.m. after Pikeville police officers received calls that he was passed out in a car at the Buckley's Creek intersection. After 12 a.m., officers responded to another call at the Stone Coal intersection, finding Priest behind the wheel of a different vehicle.
That is dangerous in itself. Being parked in drive, slumped over the wheel.
Priest and his wife Suzanne were arrested on drug-related charges after officers say they woke them up and found a baggie of what they believed to be heroin alongside a syringe in plain sight.
They not only saved other people's lives, they saved the lives of the operator and his passenger, which happened to be his wife.
But the calls were still coming, this time to the Pike County Board of Education, where the Priests worked as teachers.
As superintendent of the school system, my #1 priority is safety for my students, and when we're notified of these kinds of things, we have to handle them harshly and swiftly, and we have. We will not tolerate this kind of thing in our school system.
Joshua was a teacher at Pike Central High School, and Suzanne taught middle school at Kemper Elementary.
Mr. Priest resigned his position as teacher in the Pike County school system, and at the same time, we met with Miss Priest and we relieved her of her duties as teacher.
Superintendent Dr. Reed Adkins says the district will always act in the best interest of its students.
It's really unfortunate. It's unfortunate, again, for our school system and for both of them as teachers.
Saying families should always know their students are safe. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, officers say the situation was dangerous for everyone involved, but the outcome could have been much worse. A special day for a group of inmates at the Pulaski County Detention Center. 8 of them graduated from a welding course at Somerset Community College Thursday, participating in the re-entry program to receive their welding certificates. This all in an effort to turn their lives around and get back in the workforce upon release, something Pulaski County Jailer Anthony McCollum says is inspiring.
It's very nice to be able to see them encouraged and knowing that you know, there's people out here in the community that want to see them succeed, and it's very encouraging to me to know that we have people in the community that are willing to step up and take a chance on them.
The next class in the Workforce Reentry Program will begin their classes this month, and this time it will consist of 11 women. Some new changes are underway for the Derby downtown gaming facility in Louisville. Now here's what it's going to look like. Very flashy, very upscale, and very much like a casino. There will be 500 slot-like machines where people can wager on the outcome of historical horse races. This could make Louisville more competitive with casinos across the river. Churchill Downs Incorporated officials are also using the project to build a bridge to West Louisville. CDI will be recruiting workers from the West End and contracting with women and minority-owned businesses to provide services.
We will pilot a partnership with One West that will help us recruit and hire talent from Louisville's West End and identify ways that we can maximize their professional development. This is going to be about careers and not just jobs.
Well, to top things off, CDI officials also pledged $1 million to the West End Opportunity Partnership. That group was set up to finance economic development projects in West Louisville neighborhoods. Well, Big Blue Madness tickets will be distributed today, and they're free again this year. Madness is happening at Rupp Arena on October 15th at 7 p.m. Everyone needs to have a ticket to get in, regardless of age. Online orders will have a small service fee, and there's a limit of 4 tickets per household, regardless of vaccination status. Everyone who attends will have to wear a mask. Hyden officials have kicked off the annual Mary Breckenridge Festival yesterday. WYMT's Chaz Jenkins tells us how this year's event is being handled.
Expecting a huge turnout from the community, with the event being canceled last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Crowds have been elevated all year long everywhere we went, even in the latter part, which we had some concerns about because of COVID. But people continue to come out.
With festival officials doing whatever they can to keep the event safe.
We test all employees daily, before and after work. Keep a close eye on everybody's health. We sanitize and clean the rides regularly, more than we ever have before.
We're going to have sanitizer on just about every table out there, ask people to wear masks. A lot of, and ask the children to wear masks on the floats.
And despite the increase in cases, city officials believe festivals will happen regardless.
It is a very scary thing, but I think people pretty much, want to enjoy themselves now, more than ever, basically, from all the calls and things I've been getting.
And economically, carnival ride companies have not been affected, seeing a consistent run throughout the season.
Make sure they're comfortable with us coming instead of just imposing our will on them. This community, like every other we've been a part of this year, has said, come on into town. We're ready for you. We want you here. We want to bring the people together.
Honoring the county's history as safely as possible. In Hyden, Chaz Jenkins, WYMT Mountain News.
The Mary Breckenridge Festival runs through Saturday. Well, Boo at the Zoo is a decades-long tradition. The Louisville Zoo continues to host families from across the city for a night of wall-to-wall and cage-to-cage fun. Last year, the zoo was an outlet for families that had been stuck in the house as most of the city shut down. Zoo workers are excited for another year of fun.
Bring your camera, because there's going to be a photo op around every corner with your favorite Storybook characters. Bring your trick-or-treat bag, of course, for trick-or-treating 11 and under. We do encourage you to wear your mask, but again, there's lots of social distancing options here at the zoo.
Boo at the Zoo runs until October 30th on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Ticket area are available on the zoo's website, or you can find the link over on our website at WYMT.com. The Mountain Arts Center has some shows on the horizon, one with some hometown ties. Teddy and Bobby Cyrus are set to hit the MAC stage this month, bringing some bluegrass sound to the Prestonsburg stage. Executive Director Joe Campbell says the duo is one to keep an eye on, recently having collaborated with Billy Ray Cyrus on a song called Roll That Rock.
They're on the rise right now with some bluegrass songs and IBMA awards, and Teddy is a member of our Kentucky Opry. Probably some surprises for that show that we can't announce yet, but really cool surprises for that show.
Now the show is set for October 16th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets, well, they're available right now.
6:41 are coming up on it anyway. We're checking the forecast here inside of Mountain News this morning, and we're seeing a lot of fog over Whitesburg, so continue to be careful if you're out and about in some of these areas this morning. 49 to 58, that is now the range. Moorhead down to 57. Jackson now reclaiming the top spot at 58. A lot of 50s, actually 49 Prestonsburg too, just now noticed that. And then we see 48. I lied again. We're looking at 48 there in Jonesville now, our cool spots. So 48 to 58 is our range right now. It is International Coffee Day. Of course, we had National Coffee Day earlier this week. There's a graphic on my page, on the WYMT page. Go over there and vote on which one you would drink. But today, a little extra for the temperatures out there because it is a little bit on the cool side. This afternoon, we're heading into the upper 70s. Mix of sun and clouds. Shouldn't be too bad of a day. We stay dry, though. That's the big thing. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Well, thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:41. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. Experts remind Kentuckians about their role in preventing forest fires here in the Commonwealth.